Happy Monday, everyone. We are heading to the restaurant, our usual one. If you saw from the Instagram stories, we're gonna do our designated work that we decided. So see you there. Hola. We got a nice little coffee here. The staff is very lovely. I love them. They're very kind and pretty friendly. I like this place. Let me show you what I'm reading, what I started reading last night. Nothing more, nothing less. But essentially it's How to Get Rich from Felix Dennis. One entrepreneur recommended it in one of the podcasts. So I decided to give it a shot. And in the preface they say it's an amazing book, it's life-changing, it's 5 stars, and the people keep reading it all over again. So I'm giving it a chance for sure. It feels good from the start. I decided to ramp down slightly the number of pages that I do every single day. You know that I'm doing these morning pages. I usually do 3 and it takes me around 30 minutes or so on average. So I decided to lower it a bit on page and a half or something like that, because I have limited amount of time before my 9 to 5, so I can finish the software work, the app work, and whatever other project yet I'm working on. So I have enough time before 9:30 to finish everything. So these are 3 questions, 3 parts of the journaling. It's 3 things I'm grateful for. Then I also wanted to write what's gonna make today great, and also the last part is positive affirmation. Whatever actually works for you, but setting the intention in your mind and positive affirmation, something that you want to remind yourself on, you maybe still need to work on, whether it's of abundance of being, whether it's usually state of mind, that you feel confident, rich, abundant, fearless, and all that type of shit. I used not to believe in affirmations, but because I watched some other guys on YouTube who would tell, okay, affirmation didn't work for him, but I really see the value. I don't see the value just blindly, just saying it and waiting for rewards to appear. It doesn't work like that. Action needs to be put. But yeah, it's really good to set up your mind as a direction. It's really good as a direction and as an energetic collection of good energy, putting that into direction. That's how I see it. Now let's get back. Let's move to the actual work on laptop. So here we have a new Claude project, one of the many of already existing ones. I'm not revealing any info here, of course. I don't want to reveal, but I'm now creating. I provided the name of the project and also the description, what I'm trying to achieve. So we got some numbers after deep market research done by Claude, and I'm gonna show you immediately. All the Reddit searches throughout subreddits, measured demand signals. Overall, demand score is 6.2 out of 10. Niche focus 8 out of 10. Cold start risk high, and founder market fit 9 out of 10. So let me go deeper in this, and yeah, I'm gonna share this also with you, and that now I'm seeing. So he also said passion, money signal, experience, goal alignment, category for 1, demand proof based on this framework. The framework that I showed from the idea browser, which is, they have a kind of cool startup, like SaaS, that solves this whole end-to-end solutions, problem market fit, and developing the whole solutions for people who start their startups. I'm gonna show you this. It's based on this 6 frameworks. So the passion, money signal, experience, goal alignment, category of 1, and demand proof. So pretty much the demand is the lowest, which is probably the worst thing, and a good signal for me to probably not give the highest priority to this product, but we will see. I will spend a little bit more time on this stage, but if I really realize that the demand is really low, then I shouldn't probably move on to creating Instagram page for this brand and starting it, because I mean, I'm going against the numbers, and the numbers don't lie. So I should really focus on the highest leverage projects with highest demand, and demand is everything basically. So we have 1 more minute, we need to pay this coffee and we go to the office. We are right from the shooting, my boys and the girls. We shoot there. We pick some cool locations around rabbits, of course. We are the man of jungle, of nature, of course. That doesn't matter. So while having 9 to 5, yes, you still can film fucking daily videos. Even this is going to be part of the long form. Still, you can make fucking 5 stories per day at least. And you can make at least 30-second reel as well every single day. So it is all here. Just need to push back on all that bullshit, like all the boundaries, all the fucking stories. No, not anymore. So we're on a good ride, but of course we need to be grateful for the good ride of energy and progress, and be humble enough to not get derailed by being too naughty and ungrateful. That's very important, the lesson that I'm also learning, because the low time will happen. It must happen. It's all, after all high, every high there is a low. So you should not anticipate and think about it, but when it happens, just brace yourself a bit and go with a ride, because it's also a ride. That's the most scariest thing. The low points are like in a amusing park where you have those most scariest machines, and but you still survive. You brace yourself. You just hold the breath. Anyways, I just got back from the shooting. Cutting through the noise, definitely, it's very important. Being laser focused, having everything organized, your whole ideation process. I can teach you that, I can show you that if you guys want, of course. But I'm just saying, I'm using part of my lunch break, which is 1 hour, to go and fucking shoot. So it's possible, everything is possible. It's possible. And I'm really grateful for this environment here. It's kind of very exotic. And I'm grateful for the job as well, even though I don't see myself doing that for the rest of my life. I don't want, but I'm grateful. But it's very possible. It's very possible, because the greatest lesson that I've learned is I'm trying to think what is my own thought and my own belief, the lesson that I'm making on this journey right now, so I can look back from the future. I would say definitely it's having courage, having a courage to to provoke life a bit, to tease life a bit, really to be adventurous, not shying away from adventure, any kind of adventure, trying out different gym programs, trying out different projects, trying out different content styles. Those are experimentations, and you need to go through them. You fucking need.
You need, my brother, you need, my sister, you need to go through that. It's a little bit more painful in the beginning. Trust me, I've been in this for maybe 2-3 years on and off, and trust me, it gets easier. I can already feel how it gets easier. But the first 1 or 2 years is especially important, because you need to, anyways, you need to go through that. So those first few years need to happen. And I'm not gonna lie to you, it will be, suffering and painful, because you learn so much. You don't know anything. You're just like when someone throws you in the cage, and people just box at you, like they knock you out immediately. It's the same. It's your first class in the boxing. It's fucking the same, because everything is new. You don't know shit. But just cover yourself, go through that, write down notes, write down lessons, reflect, do some action. A little bit is also enough in the beginning. Don't overwhelm. Small progress, yes, it's not visible, but it will come. It will come. It compounds. No one can steal your experience, your lessons, your wisdom that you accumulate. That's all in you. After those 2 years, you will still have it, and it will be 2-3 times more. It's not about trying hard. It's about how to be okay and handle the tension, handle the pressure, because pressure will come. But that forges you. That forges you for the next version of you. In order for the next version, more successful, with more progress, with better ideas, with better clarity, in order to that person to be born, to get born, you need to go to that forging period. That's how the universe works. One current version of you does need to evolve only in that way. That's the only way. There is no other way around. That is the only way in order to, ascend to the next version. That's the only way, because it's logical. When you think about it, everything in this life is, even the rotting, it's having like a rot, and it's decaying, in its value, in its inherent being. It's becoming worse, or it's becoming better. So there is no the third thing. Either you get worse or you improve. That's my thoughts for today. I know I got a bit lengthy here, and I need to get back to my 9-to-5 work, but I felt so much inspiration after hitting this. I love this Ono Pocket 3, by the way. It's the most amazing camera of all time. It's so fucking easy. I needed to buy this much earlier. Just flip it, and you're just in there. You're just on the cast. You don't need to worry much about this and that. You just select 1-2 clicks, and that's it. Yes, for other lessons, see you in the next videos. We are not stopping the video here. This morning was a bit too cozy in the bed, so instead of getting up 7:05 or 7:10, I rushed from my bed at 7:21, had my PR of preparation, and now I still need to do fast steps. Let's see if we get to the bus for the office. That's what I'm talking about when I want to buy my own scooter. I hate these rushing mornings, needing to depend on the bus. Yeah, just so annoying and so unnecessary. Buenos días.
Buenos días, ¿qué tal?
¿Cómo estás?
Muy bien, ¿tú bien?
Muy bien, gracias. So after 3 pages done in my notebook of 3 pages of journaling, I made some good notes on mostly how I want to organize my days and how can I sacrifice through sleep less, and how I can protect that bad prep time and everything, and be realistic with myself. I'm gonna film today's video on that topic, by the way, short form video. But now I want to act on some of these notes. Particularly, I want to explore how can I set up some AI automation or agent to keep me accountable on the stuff that I'm
writing on these daily journals, because each and every day it's completely different. So you can forget what you wrote and what you promised yourself that you're gonna do, like goals, your adventures that you want to go on, or some new decisions that you made. So there can be a bunch of that. I think condensing everything of that through AI could really help me to stay on track and to really remember all these things. And let's start exploring how can I do that. There are actually 2 things that I want to work this morning. I have around 20ish minutes before my 9 to 5. But I'm gonna show you what we have here. We have this setup that I want to make, which is kind of live CEO. That essentially means having an AI to keep me accountable. My current situation goals, like weekly, daily, and also my higher vision. But regarding this goal setting, I think I want to do that, having some automation to remind me every single day to stay on track. We also do have this spreadsheet, which is for planning your monthly budget and basically your financial goals and numbers. I bought this from my online friend called Tom Sims. His username is on Instagram, you can check him out. And I will start filling that out as well, because I really want to work on that as well. I feel like in my 29 years of my life, I haven't yet been very committed and accountable to my financials. It's really time to start being accountable and responsible for that. So I need to gain that skill and commit myself to be really mature and to handle money flows, inflows and outflows much more maturely than I currently do.
So I need to film this silliness because this area, this park that I'm gonna show you now, I really like these like small, intimate, romantic places. And literally this hotel, I was here for 3 weeks. I was staying here for 3 weeks without noticing this. Literally across the fucking street. And now I was walking by there on the street, and I realized, what the fuck? Like, what changed here? It's beautiful. Look at this. Look at this in the. I'll zoom now. It's amazing, bro. It's not that good on the Osmo, but it's really nice. Look at this. It's super nice. Nice little bench. And there, greenery, of course, my favorite. I love greenery. See these tangerine trees. Tangerine is very unique for Valencia. Valencia is known for tangerines. Alright, we are heading back from work. We got some small shit, but bought some shit. It was not that long ride on the bus. It was okayish. Now we are heading home. Probably I'm going to smash the classic healthy meal portion. For the dinner, I think it's 6:30. I have a run at 8, and I really want to go. I really want to go with a new group of people, like a new run club. And it's windy. I now realize. I'm not sure how audible I will be, but I'm not going to go today to this run, and I'm very sad about that, because I need to edit the video, I need to eat, and it's also a bit late because it's from 8 to 8:45, but basically it's until 9:30, because it's also social gathering, people just hang out a bit and chat. So if I'm going to be there until 9:30, until arrive back home, it's earliest 10, and then I need to take a shower, everything, cool myself down. I cannot go in the bed before 11, and I'm already lacking sleep. So I'm thinking, fuck it, man. Fuck it. If it's at 7, I could probably make it somehow, but 8 is a bit too late, unfortunately. Are we gonna see next week? It is what it is. Yeah. See you